1964. It's the last few months of a bloody civil war. The breakaway country of the Confederate States of America is fighting bitterly to stay free of the former United States of America. After the fall of the rebel fortress city of Vicksburg along the Mississippi River, the Confederacy is losing and its chances for independence are fading. Amidst this fight, families are trying to keep their farms. Not so long ago, there was a good Southern family. Trouble seems to follow them this year. Times everywhere are difficult. The Miller family is just one of many families who must endure hardships that seem to come out of nowhere. They lived in northern Alabama, not far from the original and only stagecoach road that ran north to south.
Why even bother getting a mule's hitch to this thing? Everything's drowned out. Rocks are like the only thing growing out here.
Moose, get back here!
Amelia, I told you to get that dog out of
I know,
my house.
Mom. Sorry.
Amelia, you're skin enough. Miss, that dang dog is gonna kill me. Amelia, wrangle that dog, and when you get back, we'll discuss your punishment. Go on, get.
Come on, Moose. Go on, dog. Go on. Get on.
Oh, that dang dog hurt my back.
Are you all right, dear?
Remind me again why I let you talk me into letting her keep that thing?
Why I let you talk her into keeping that? This is not my fault. You are the one who said yes.
It's because of your eyes. How could I say no? You got them woman powers. More powerful than that there musket.
Bang. Oh, Amelia.
Ma, why can't Moose ever come inside? The outdoors is no place for a dog.
Because the last time that dog came inside, he chewed up my good boot.
We can't let him just get lost.
No, Pa.
Boy, some poor sap will find him and give him a good place to live and chew up their stuff.
Go fill this up with water at the creek. How's the crop?
Got rained out again.
What are we going to do about the loan at the bank? We can't keep putting them off. Mary up the road lost their home. They're moving out this week. What about asking Paul for a loan?
Don't be talking about that no-good lying piece of cow dung. He's out there living high on the hog with his running his store. And I'm busting my tail, not making ends meet. Not feeding my family. I'm sorry, dear. I'll think of something.
Mr. Miller, how you doing this fine day, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Very good. Have a seat. That's a nice chair, isn't it? Came all the way from Toluga County. Cost me an arm and a leg to get it here, but it's worth it, ain't it?
I'd say so.
So what brings you here today, my good man? Come to pay that loan off, ain't you?
Not exactly.
Oh, I get it. You're gonna pay it off in full. What a guy! So, you paying in notes or coin? Let me guess. Paying in coin, so I'll have the pleasure of counting them all up.
I need more time to pay off the loan.
Mr. Miller, I've extended your loan twice already.
The rain drowned out my crops. They just ain't growing. I'm barely making enough money to feed my family. I know if you gave me just a little more time, I'd have a way to get you that money.
Mr. Miller, I'm a family man. I get it. But I'm also a businessman. Now, I've been more than fair to you. Heck, I even took the loss and lowered your debt. Now, I just can't wait any longer. You've got to come up with that payment by the end of the month, or I'll have no option but to seize your property as payment.
But my family and I'll have no place to go.
Well, I'm sorry.
Pa, you're home. Guess what I did today? I helped Mom make dinner. We didn't have enough flour to bake with, so we came up with something new. Baked bean and chicken soup. Sorry that you missed it.
That's all right, hon.
How was your day, Pa?
Yeah, why don't you tell Paul more about your day?
It was boring like.
Well, you did the mending. Wasn't that fun?
Yes, that was fun. I cut off a chicken's head and it ran around for 3 minutes. New record.
That's good.
What did you do today, Pa?
Amelia, why don't you finish the dishes?
Oh, Ma did them last night.
Amelia.
But if anyone doesn't provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he was a denial of the faith and is therefore worse than an unbeliever.
Read some more, Pa.
I'm sorry.
I reckon we should revisit the Paul idea.
No, Fanny. No good can come of
What
it.
other choice do we have? The crops ain't gonna grow overnight. Think of Amelia, Wallace.
Maybe I can sell the plow.
Then how would we turn the fields? We'd be worse off than when we started.
Even if I sold it, it wouldn't be enough. We need money now. Maybe I can talk to Paul. God works miracles, right? Maybe he'll change Paul's mind and he'll help us. We could use that about right now.
I miss Ezra too. He's doing a noble thing fighting in the war.
He can plow faster than me. And better than me, too.
Even Ezra can't control the rain.
I know.
If only.
If only.
Pa?
Amelia, go back to bed. It's too late for you to be up at this hour.
I know it ain't much, but maybe it can save our home.
My dear sweet Amelia. We'll be fine. I promise.
Well, if it ain't my brother. Ain't seen you since you stabbed me in the back. Come to stab me in my own store, huh?
I ain't here to start nothing, Paul.
Ladies, observe my pathetic brother. You can see who got the looks in the family.
I need to talk to you.
Ain't that what we're doing? Talking?
I just need a few minutes.
Always wanting something from me. All right. Excuse me, ladies. I got some business to tend to. Don't miss me too much. You better not keep me long from my watering hole.
What?
My watering hole. This place. Everyone's like an animal. Thirsty. And they come here to satisfy that thirst. Make it quick. This place ain't gonna run itself.
You owe me.
I owe you. That's a hoot.
You never remember anything unless it benefits your sumption.
That's why I live like a king. And you live like a peasant.
Turk's Road. 3 years ago. You made a bet and you couldn't pay it. A gun was drawn. Fortunately for you, my draw was faster.
Get to the point.
I'm in debt. I owe money to the bank on a loan. By the end of the month, they're gonna take my house. I've been good to you, Paul. Even when you weren't. We brothers.
You ain't my brother. You a moocher. Get out of my store. I said get out!
You're in my prayers.
What are y'all looking at? Give me some more of that there shine.
Amelia, what are you doing?
I'm getting a good one going.
A good what?
A spit wad.
Ladies do not make spit wads.
This one does.
Not in my house. Amelia, go outside with that and don't let anyone see you. We don't want everyone thinking we all crazy. Darling, you're home. He said no.
He threw me out of his store. I know it was a mistake going there. Bringing up the past hurt worse than I thought.
You saved a life.
By taking another, thou shalt not kill. I'm a worthless man.
Don't say that.
kind of a man am I? I can't even provide for my family. Why do you stay?
What are you talking about?
Why don't you pack up your things and find someone who can give you everything you need and more?
Because I love you. When I married you, I vowed to stay loyal, no matter the situation. What happened? The Wallace Miller that I know, that I love, would never give up, would never sit around feeling sorry for himself. He would get up and live to fight another day with everything he had.
I tried everything, Fanny. I went to town today to try to find another job. They say I'm too old. They only want younger men. We need a miracle.
Place your bet. You first.
Deal me in.
What brings you back here, Douglas Jones?
To see you, of course.
You seen Compton? What do you know? How do I? You first. I guess there's a first time for everything.
Let's talk about the money you owe me. Remember our little bet? Well, you lost. And I ain't seen any of my money. It's a lot more than these couple notes that you cheated to win.
Why, Douglas Jones, are you accusing me of cheating?
I've got to collect in the next town. I'll be back tomorrow night. And I want my money by then. You better have it.
Now, in the fourth year of the war, the South was mostly farmers trying to save their homes and farms. Most farmers had no slaves and never did.
You're whittling again. Every time you're upset, you whittle. You want to talk about it?
I'm done talking about it. All I gotta do is accept it, that's all. Maybe God will make the rain stop. And the crops won't be flooded out again. I mean, He gave them Israelites bread from the sky. I know He can make my crops grow. Who am I kidding? God forgot about me. It's too late.
I don't believe that. There is a way out of this. You watch.
You know what hurts worse? My own brother. won't even keep his promise he made to my ma. I can't ever forget about my sister. She died. I don't think I'll ever get over that. And I look at Amelia, and I'd like to think that she would have grown up like her. Sweet, innocent, with a bit of adventure. But the thing that hurts me the most is I'm not able to protect the person that I dearly love.
Thank you.
Why are you thanking me? I ain't good for nothing.
You're a good father to our children. You love them, and they know it. You work hard, and you put us first. Even when you don't succeed, you keep trying. 100 times over until you get it. Just believe.
How'd you get so smart? Who am I kidding? God's forgotten me. It's too late. It breaks my heart even more to think that I can't protect another person that I love dearly. You know what hurts me more than anything? My own brother won't keep his promise he made to my ma.
Well, if it ain't Mrs. Fanny Miller, this ain't no place for a lady.
I just came here to tell you that I think you are the most despicable human being ever to walk this earth. You're too selfish with your lavish life to even take a moment to glance at your own brother.
My brother.
I ain't finished. You have some nerve turning him away. Do you know you wouldn't even be here if it weren't for him? He has never been the same since that day. Every time he ever even looks at a gun, he remembers that he took another man's life. And for what? Your pathetic existence.
I like this side of you, Fanny. It suits you.
What about the promise you made your mom?
You know about that?
You and Wallace were just boys. Your mom had to go to town, so she had you watch over your little sister, Bethany. She was only 8 years old, and you hated watching her, so you continued roughhousing outside until you had the idea to go to Crow's Cliff. But you knew it was too dangerous. A sheer drop down to the river below. But you decided to go anyway. But what about Bethany, Wallace said. And you decided, well, let's just take her with us. So you go, and you and Wallace are having fun, throwing rocks over the cliff. And then you start teasing Bethany like you're gonna throw her down to the river. Wallace told you to stop. But you made one wrong move, one mistake. She didn't survive. Your ma was devastated. Her little girl. Your relationship was never the same after that day. Same with your pa. But your mom made you promise that you and Wallace would always look out for each other. Are you gonna keep that promise?
Closed. I don't think you heard me. Closed.
We've done it this time, Byler.
Done a lot of things. Lots of people. Why are you jawing at me?
It's time to pay up your bet.
What's the bet anyway? Child's play.
The way I always hated about you. God. You think you're better than everybody else in this town. You ain't nothing but a dumb under my shoe.
You flatter me.
I ain't joking. I ain't leaving here without my money.
say a glass of moonshine today helps keep the doc away. After tonight, I don't reckon I'll be seeing no doctors for the rest of my life.
You're a stupid, stupid man. When are you gonna learn I get whatever I want?
We could have been brothers.
Shut up. You got my money or not?
Oh, I got the money. But I ain't giving it to you. You cheated. The bet was rigged.
I know you got cards hidden up under that sleeve of yours. That's why you never lose. Look at a man like you be so stupid. I need my money.
Oh, I like the sound of you, Douglas. Give me chills.
Final warning. Give me my money!
There's been a killing.
There's a murder in these parts?
A murderer that only wants to hurt himself.
Who is it?
Paul Miller. He killed himself with a knife. We found him in his own store. Wallace, I'm sorry.
Paul killed himself? But he loves himself.
Sometimes we think we know someone and then we come to find out they're a completely different person.
Thank you for coming, Sheriff.
Wait a minute, that's not all.
What's this?
Papers to the store. We found a letter on the scene. It was from your brother.
Paul gave me the stove, but he hated me.
Maybe he had a soft spot.
But I'm a farmer. I don't know nothing about running a store.
Mr. Carter told me you'd fallen on some hard times. Maybe this store's your answer. When God hands you a miracle on a silver platter, you take it.
I got this today.
What's that?
I believe it's a miracle.
Let's go home.
Thank y'all kindly for coming. My brother Paul and I did not have a close relationship over the years. I don't know why he hated me so much. What did I ever do to him? But that was just it. I didn't do anything to him. And that was the problem. Paul was my ma's favorite. Until the incident. And then I just resented him. All my life, I made my mind up I didn't have a brother. We didn't speak for years. We both grew up. I got married, had children. Paul left home and became a gambler. And then I did the most awful thing. I shunned him. One day, his luck changed. And he won. The prize, the papers to the store right in my neck of the woods. And I came face to face with my past. When he moved back here, a changed man. And that pride get the best of him. Sometimes I think it was my fault. Paul was a lot of things. Nobody deserves to die the way he did. Life is precious to God. We will miss him. I will miss him. I may live with regrets, but I know this. Every man has a chance to change. And I believe Paul was changing. Hard to be strong in the face of death. But God willing, I can do something right and make you proud, brother. I can't promise. But I will do everything I can. Let us take a moment of silence for the dead. Dear Wallace, my brother.
I am writing this letter to you, and I may regret every word I write. I've spent my whole life creating more and more regrets for myself. I should be used to it by now. But that's just it. I'm tired of regrets. They eat me up at night. One of the worst regrets was how I've treated you. I've been bitter. I thought, let me show you how it feels to be shunned by your own kin, to be hated by your family. You deserved what I did to you, but I could not shake the feeling. You are right, I do owe you. So I will share in the profits with you from my store, and if I die, it's yours. I must be mad or very drunk to do this, but you are my brother, and I can't change that. Your brother, Paul.
I'll make you proud, my brother.
Hello. What you doing?
Nothing.
You want to play with us?
I'm too old to play with you.
Well, how old are you? You like dogs?
Sure.
This is Moose. He's my best friend.
What's wrong with his leg?
A wagon ran over him.
Can he fetch?
He used to before the accident. Ezra would teach him a bunch of tricks. He was almost able to roll over.
Who's Ezra?
My brother, he's off fighting in the war. If Ezra's here, I bet you he would teach him all the tricks. He will do anything for him. So you coming or not?
Fine, but don't tell anybody I was seen with you. I mean it.
Why?
You ask a lot of questions, don't you?
So you coming or not? Come, Miss.
I must be crazy.
Sometimes it takes someone a little crazy to make something amazing.
I can't run a place like this.
We will learn. Maybe I can make some of my cooking. We could sell that too.
It might work for a month or so, but then we'll run out of food, and then what do we sell? Crops ain't growing, and we'll be right back where we started from. And I'm not selling the devil's drink.
Pa, I thought this place was our miracle.
Keep your chin up, dear. Something good will come from this.
Pa, can I have a break? I've been working all morning.
Sure.
Can I go get Moose and take him to the cotton fields?
The cotton fields? Well, that's a little bit farther down the way. Don't be too long.
I won't.
And be careful.
Can you help me hang this painting, dear? the left a little. Now down. No, that's too far down. Bring it back up again. No, that's too far up. Bring it back down a little.
Dang it, Fanny, make up your mind.
Well, it's got to be even. All right, move it to the right a little. Now down. Right there. Nope, it's not even. You got to do it again.
Dagnabbit. I'm not cut out for this kind of work. I'm a farmer, not a paint hanger.
I know this is new for you. It's new for all of us. Mr. Carter.
Mr. Miller, how you doing this fine day, ma'am?
I'm well, Mr. Carter. What brings you here?
Well, I came by to see for myself. It looks like it's coming right along. I see I made the right decision by extending your loan. The buzz about the opening has been ringing in my ear all week long. I see that I've made the right decision by extending your loan one more time, and I am sorry to hear about your brother's passing.
Thank you kindly.
Have you ever thought about any deer heads along the wall there? And do you know what you could use here? Some of those little hooks and those handkerchiefs hanging from those hooks there. That would add a nice touch. And I think I would get rid of those flowers. You wouldn't want this place to be known as a place for pansies.
Thank you for your advice, Mr. Carter.
Oh,
Carter,
yes,
we'll
and
keep that in mind.
that's underneath the chairs, too, and not just on the top. And you might want to invest in a gambling table also.
Thank
There's
you,
so
Mr.
many
Have a good
things
day,
that we
Mr.
could offer to
Carter.
have here. And
Yes,
see
sir.
my friend
Have a
Brent,
good day,
he has
sir.
so many animals that we could bring. All right, place those right over there. Wallace, perfect. You got cloths, I got nails to hang those on the bar with.
Mr. Carter, what are you doing?
I'm sprucing up the place for you.
Doing what?
Ah, you're welcome.
What in Sam's heck is going on?
Ain't it great?
Mr. Carter, do you really think you need to do all this?
Oh, nonsense. If I wasn't a banker, I believe I would have been a home decorator. I have got the eye for it. Oh, that's nice. Let's set that right over there.
Wallace, do something.
Mr. Carter, I just
I'm
don't
so
know.
thankful for my help. No need to thank me, boy. What's good for the town is good for me. And the town folks, of course. We can talk about my percentage later.
Do you really think all this is necessary?
Don't worry, we found the shell.
Mr. Carter, we would like to be the ones to really decorate the store ourselves.
This is just too much.
Ah, phooey. Too much is never enough. You'll catch on. A masterpiece. I am an artist.
Wallace, you have got to do something.
What's with the face? I've just made you a very tasteful man.
I must say it's unlike anything I've ever seen.
Wallace, may I speak with you for a moment? He has ruined our store.
I know. I just owe that man a lot right now, and it's hard to say no.
No one is going to set foot in this place. Everyone's going to laugh at us. You've got to do something. I'm getting very lightheaded over this.
Ain't this just the nicest taxidermied otter you ever seen?
Mr. Carter,
You think I should put this on the table?
you have to take all this junk back. It looks awful. You trying to bring customers in here, and they're either gonna laugh or run or shoot me. It's too much. This is my general store, and I'll set it up the way I want to. And I'll not have your junk ruin our grand opening.
Well, I am sorry. I'll have this junk out by tomorrow, ma'am.
Well, I guess that's that. Let's start putting our store back together.
Bet I'm faster than you.
No girl's faster than me.
I'll race ya.
He's a goner for sure.
Please save him, Paul.
Amelia, come over here and let's talk one.
I need 2 sticks. Amelia, hurry up.
This one.
Oh, I need another one. Hurry.
Will this work, Paul?
That'll do. Give me one more. That'll do.
Gotta keep going, Paul. What's wrong with him? He's not getting up. Paul, is he gonna make it? Moose, I'm sorry. Gotta hang in there. Life's too hard. Life's too hard to lose something else. I promise if you make it, I'll play outside with you every day. Would you like that? Hang in there, Moose. Gotta make it.
I tried.
You did everything you could, Wallace.
He was a good dog. He took the bite rather than Amelia. It's not fair for her. There's been too much change, too much pain, too much death. God have pity on us.
Amelia is strong, Wallace. We have to be strong too.
It's just not fair to her.
Paul?
He shouldn't suffer anymore.
No, Paul, I won't let you.
Look at him, dear. Let's get out of the way. Go home.
Supper's ready.
I ain't hungry.
You need to eat. I know it's hard, but you have to think of Moose as a hero. He gave his life for another. Thank God that snake did not bite you, Amelia.
He gave his life for me. There ain't been a better dog in the world. What am I gonna tell Ezra? I can't tell him all. I just can't.
You have to think of the good memories. Think about when you would play outside with Moose and how he loved it when you threw a stick for him.
Moose would always greet me with lots of slobbery kisses.
Pa didn't like that part very much.
He got slobbered on the most. I miss him.
I do too.
Supper smells good.
You don't have to hide it, Paul. We know what you had to do. We heard the gunshot.
The snake was still alive. But so was someone else.
Moose!
Well, Mr. Carter, I believe that's about it.
Appears so. That shield, one of a kind, came all the way from New Orleans.
Maybe it'll look good in your office.
Nah, I've remodeled. Don't match.
I should have the first payment to you at the beginning of next month.
Good. What's good for the town is good for me.
You're gonna make it to the reopening tomorrow?
Yes, I should be here.
Hope to see you, sir.
Yes, sir. Good day, Mr. Miller.
Good day, Mr. Carter. Do you think I was too hard on Mr. Carter?
Do you think so?
He seemed a bit mopey.
Well, he was just trying to help us, but that honor was just too much. You had to do something.
I know, but I still feel bad about it. It was nice of them to extend our loan again.
Maybe we can cheer him up somehow. Did you try talking to him?
Yes, I did, but men don't talk. They either fight or stay silent and nod their head. I'll think of something to do for him tomorrow at the grand reopening.
Oh, yes, that did sneak up on us.
Am I ready?
Only you can answer that.
I know farming. I don't know this.
We'll figure it out together as a family. You're not alone, Wallace.
Crops are still drowning.
You were given this store for a reason. Something will come of it.
Things are starting to get better. We're going to keep moving forward and never stop believing in miracles. Stopped raining. It's these things that give me hope.
You don't think they'll take our home anymore, Pa?
I think they'll be begging us to stay and seeing us out with the talk of the town.
We've got a lot of work ahead of us.
And we'll do it together. As a family.
Wallace, good turnout for your great grand reopening.
Well, thank you kindly.
I've had your wife's pie before. That's some good eating.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Can I talk to you for a minute? I hate to do this on your grand opening, but I know your brother didn't kill himself. I'm going to have that knife sent to Toluca County.
Thank you, Sheriff, for letting me know. Mr. Carter.
Looks like this place is going to be a big success. I believe congratulations are in order.
Thank you kindly, sir. I hope I didn't make you too mad.
Oh, it didn't make me mad. It's your loss.
I suppose it is. Would you like a slice of pie?
I would, sir. You ain't got to twist my arm. Apple or cherry, it doesn't matter. That would be fine. Thank you, Miss Fanny. Thank you kindly. Good.
I'm proud of you. You did good, Wallace.
We did good. I wish Ezra would have been here to see this.
He would love it, Pa. He would have been proud of us.
Yes, he would have.
Pa, we almost forgot the sign.
Rabbit! I've been so busy with everything else, I forgot to put it up. Cousin,
I love the name we chose for it.
the watering hole. In honor of my brother. Everybody, come on in, join us. Thank you, Lord, for we got the store. Lord, thank you. Watching over my family. And I also want to thank you for giving us our needs and allowing us to pay for Amelia's braces.
Sometimes a man's heart is tormented. Vengeance is hard to accept.
I just can't shake it. There's only one person who has a reason to kill Paul. He was with us years ago. All this time, I thought Paul was responsible for my little sister's falling off that cliff. We were all playing rough. There was another boy playing too hard. He was like Paul's best friend. More like his brother than me. They became gamblers. That killer is still around. I know where he'll be hiding. Now, I know my brother wasn't the one who made her fall. Go on home and help your mother with your dinner. Tell her I'll be home after a while. I've got something to do.
Yes, Pa, I will.
Private feuds were already part of life in the South. The war just aggravated the issue. Sometimes a man's heart is tormented. Vengeance is hard to accept.
Miller. Your brother was a no-good scoundrel, and you know that. And your sister, what? That was just an accident. And you know that too.
My brother was good enough to leave me the water in old saloon after you murdered him. And for the debt of my baby sister and my brother, you're gonna die before the sun meets the horizon.
Now just hold on. I was just there to collect. He should have had the money ready for me. But no, he thought he could swindle his way out of it. And your sister. I never, ever meant to hurt that little girl. And you know that as well.
getting close.
I've never seen such a blue sky.
Looks dark as midnight to me.
I gotta get going home. I'm gonna be late for supper.
Be seeing you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Approach and give the countersign.
I ain't got no orders. I ain't got it.
Stop.
I don't know the countersign. And I ain't got no orders, please. I just gotta see the general.
If you don't have the countersign, you will not see the general. Show me your orders.
I ain't got none, sir. I just gotta see the general.
Or be arrested.
What's going on down there?
Lieutenant Banks.
You there, stand to be addressed. Pat this man down again. Now what's your business here, soldier?
Sir, please, I gotta see the general.
Not so fast, this is Commanding General.
Listen, 10 miles down this road, there are hundreds of Yankee soldiers.
You men wait here. Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have an urgent message.
Bring him up here. What's the message?
10 miles down this road, there are hundreds of Yankee soldiers.
Settled in for the night, on the move.
General, I couldn't tell. I just seen a vast sea of blue, and I had to come running to tell you.
You've been a great service. You're dismissed.
Thank you, General.
Lieutenant Banks.
Sir, yes, sir.
Jonathan, give that man a cigar and get him a cot and some good food. Carry on.
Yes, sir.
At the beginning of the war, the generals got their beautiful uniforms, but by the end of the war, they were in rags and had to just make do. Our mission is critical. Attacking the Memphis-Charleston Railroad last month up the road at Huntsville. Some of our boys are still held captive up there. Able Strait, under Sherman's Union forces, swept across the top of Alabama, was caught cold by General Forrest last month. I know he was headed to Chattanooga and Atlanta. Forrest was outnumbered 3-1. Chased those Yankees for 3 days without sleep and bottled them up, caught the whole bunch. That's the good news. Now, sadly, here's the bad news. Besides the report that you just heard, we've got 3 separate Union armies converging on us at this very moment.
That's the first we've heard of it, sir. That means we've lost command of northern Alabama. The Union has river supplies. In Tennessee, they'll move over us. We're all alone. Getting recruits this week, sir. Farm boys who are too young to fight, they've been hiding out until now. Need them more than ever now.
We'll have barefoot recruits coming through our lines. Our pickets won't know they're coming. They'll be unaware. They'll be shot by friendly fire. Make sure you get the word out to our men. We'll have the pickets watch for them along the road so we don't lose any men to friendly generals. Let's get down to business. We got 3 separate Union armies converging on us at this very moment. On our left flank, Bryce's Crossroad, we got Sturgis over in Mississippi. Coming down our center from Memphis is Croxton. He's 60 miles to our north at Russellville, probably scouting for Wilson, who is on our right flank. Wilson himself at this very moment on the Byler Road with the largest cavalry that's ever been assembled in modern times. Coming down the Byler Road 15 miles from Nauvoo on our right flank. Croxton probably plans on finishing us off tomorrow, linking up with Wilson to the south of us, marching on our ironworks at Selma, taking our cannon factory down there. Wait a minute. General Roddy, how many battle-prepared men do you have ready to fight tomorrow should there be a fight?
1,500 good lads, sir. Fierce and ferocious, ready for a fracas.
1,500. Gentlemen, if we don't stop the Union's Western campaign, you and I, our children and our wives will all be beggars in God's great garden. General Red Jackson. West Point graduate, class of 56, Indian fighter. Horse trader and gambler. You boys miss Belle Meade, that fine plantation up in Tennessee with your glorious horses. Is your horse ready for a raucous with Croxton tomorrow?
Well, General Codd, I do indeed enjoy my racehorses. Let Croxton come on. I'll bottle him up, slap a prisoner of war sign on him. When this war is over, I'm going back to Belle Meade and raise me some fine stallions. In the meantime, we'll deal with Grant and Sherman and Wilson. Croxton don't bother me much.
Fine, General. Have your brigades ready first light in the morning. You too, Roddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A word, sir.
Red?
General,
Yes?
I know you raised money for your brigade. And you did it fast, as though it was in just last few months. How'd you do that?
Money, General Jackson. I was a banker before this war began. Had access to plenty of money. Fortunately, with our successes in the early stage of the war, the Battle of Shiloh, had General Sidney Johnson not been killed, we'd have swept the Yankees all the way into the Tennessee River. Thomas Jonathan Jackson's Valley campaign in '62 is the things that people will be studying decades, years from now, ages from now. Our victories at Fredericksburg, at Chancellorsville, sadly with a Union blockade, and our losses at Vicksburg, Confederate dollar began to plummet, almost worthless. And I began to see that, and I thought, why not take some of that money now and raise a Confederate brigade? Heck, raise 2 brigades. And so I did, sir.
General Carter, that's embezzlement.
You call it what you want, Red, but if we lose this war, it doesn't matter what you call it.
I guess you're right on that.
General, just be ready tomorrow for a big battle.
Oh, we're ready.
Well, General, remember what General Lee said, my fine Texas friend. Texans always turn 'em. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
from the right, and they're gonna overrun us.
Man, you alright? You hit? Let me get you, little boy. They ain't waiting on nothing. No, sir, no, sir. Not for nothing. Let's get
You keep them Yankee Beelzebubs off me. I'm getting that clear.
You want to call me home? But I ain't ready just yet. Not yet. No, sir.
I'm going.
Wait, I'll go.
I ain't wanting to bump these wizards today, but they gonna pollinate my hand. Let's go. Get it.
I ain't going. No, sir. No, sir. I ain't going to Uncle Joe's farm.
What are you? A cobra ain't kidding? Let's go.
Coming for you, Yank!
Teacher! I'll avenge you!
They kill me.
Easy, Martin. They have.
I hear God calling me. I can't say no to God.
No, my good friend, you can't say no to God. I'll see you soon.
What else better else to do? You ain't supposed to have that. If an officer catches you with that, you can get in some serious trouble.
They won't. They won't.
You better hide it better than that.
Oh, mighty thanks.
You're welcome, brother.
You know that boy's got the most dangerous job out here.
Amen. Brother. By the way, boys, y'all know that ain't chicken, that's squirrel, right?
Chicken, squirrel, raccoon, or possum. I just happy to get some good meat. Oh, man.
I bet you are with a job like that.
I got 6 shots. There's only 5 y'all. So who's first? Who's first?
Matt, where you be?
Here I be!
I'll take that pistol, son.
end of the war finally came, General Lee surrendered to Grant in the McLean house.
Ethard, when's the last time you seen Sherman?
It's been a while back ago.
Reckon he'll make it home?
See the wife, kids, and relax. This war was something else. We made it. And those ones that fell in the lines, and the memories be carried on.
How old are you? You look kind of young.
19, sir.
19. They got some more younger than you in here too, don't they, Randy?
They do.
Them little drummer boys.
That won't be ever become men. They won't be coming home.
That's such a shame. It's a hard war.
God bless them.
Wish we could have saved them all. This walk home's terrible. But I'll tell you what's going to be terrible, or even worse, is breaking the news about Ezra.
Still haven't figured out quite yet what I'm about to say. Yeah. I live over by his pa's place, and know his daughter too.
He was a good soldier.
Good man too. Good son.
Well, I know you'll find the words to say.
Appreciate the vote of confidence.
Paul, church service this morning was very good, but I just can't sit that long. I'm restless. I've got to move. I've got to run.
Well, you've been pretty good this week. I think it's all right if you kick it up a bit. But don't dirty that pretty dress. Why don't you run up to the top of that hill and I'll catch up and join you.
When the end of the war finally came, the losers walked home to nothing.
Hey, I know that girl. We must be close to her place. We're home, fellas. Hello down there. Blasted. How am I gonna tell her about her brother?
Where's my brother?
He was a hero.
He has some sad news for us. Ezra didn't make it, Paul.
Did you get my letter? I never did tell you my name, did I?
I knew it was you. You challenged me to accept grace. Let's run.
only thing left was to start over with love for each other and God's help. Amen. Losses are great for the South, and this family, no exceptions. Along with the sorrow came blessings from God. Amelia went on to have 3 children. One of them she named after her brother, Ezra. After the loss of her parents, she took over the store, and it remained in the family for generations. Those that made it back from the war started their own families and started over.